Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, this is going to be another one of them crazy matrix talks. This one's more about dimensions, and yeah, this is going to be about the dimensions. So what I've realized on this journey is, obviously if you're a light worker, healer, empath, starseed, light warrior, should I say, obviously we come from higher dimensions. So when we come from higher dimensions, and when, well, our soul chose to volunteer to help with the ascension of planet Earth. So when you come from other dimensions, from like the lighter realms, should I say, well, yeah, the depending what dimension you come from, I think it goes for, well, I think it goes up to 12. I'm not sure. I think 12 is like source. I think, I'm not sure, but there's levels to dimensions anyway. But when you come from higher dimensions, I'm not sure what dimension I come from. My star origin, should I say? But yeah, when you come from higher dimensions and you incarnate on Earth, sometimes, no, not even sometimes, I would say it's the majority of the time, we find it hard to function even in the physical body, because I don't know, I know where I come from, we communicate through telepathy, because speaking and language, communication can get distorted. So yeah, where I come from, we use telepathy, but humans haven't evolved enough to use telepathy, because humans have got a lot to hide. Yeah, I don't really I don't classify myself as human, should I say, because humans are very strange creatures. Like, some of the things humans do is very strange, and I can't understand why they would do certain things and stuff like that. But yeah, like I was saying, when you come from, I'm not sure what's going on with the camera, man. Yeah, the camera's going a bit funny on me. Yeah, when you come from higher dimensions and you incarnate on Earth is very dense. So yeah, trying to function can be very difficult, and if you're from the higher dimensions, you can struggle to function in the physical body, and just struggle to function in general, because it's so dense here. Like, yeah, so some people may choose to terminate their experience early because they are struggling to function in the 3D realm. And I've experienced this. I've tried to terminate my experience when I was having my spiritual awakening, becoming more conscious, should I say, waking up. But like, I was always gifted as a child, but like I was saying in my previous video, you get what's the word, conditioned to suppress certain things. So yeah, I had to suppress my gifts growing up and stuff, and then it was only coming to light today that yeah, it's being a light worker is not for the faint-hearted, and even the healing journey isn't for the faint-hearted, man, because dealing with your own personal shit, like trying to heal your previous trauma, your childhood wounds, your insecurities, facing your fears, that's a battle in itself. Then let alone healing ancestral karma. So being, I don't know, yeah, ancestral karma, I'm just going to go with that, yeah. Healing ancestral karma, so that's already 2 missions you're already on. And then having to deal with the shit that's going on in the matrix. So I don't know, it could be just stuff in the matrix that comes up that we all have to deal with, because we're still functioning. We still have to function and live in the 3D realm. But yeah, so that can be quite challenging, man, at times, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So if you manage to survive this far in your journey, well done, man, because yeah, a lot of light workers growing up suffer with like depression and anxiety. So yeah, that's not easy to deal with, and then you've got society that you have to deal with as well. So you're battling your own shit and then having to battle society as well. So that's not easy as well. And then another thing that I've experienced as well is I think it was like 2020, like how should I say it, you can tap into the higher vibration and realms while you're still in the physical body. So if you're in the third dimension, you can tap into the higher realms, like the fourth and fifth dimension, but you have to be doing the work. So when it was like, I don't know, 2020 should I say, I had my my spiritual practices like pretty down to a T, man. Like I had my spiritual practices down to a T. I was meditating regularly, being out in nature and stuff, and eliminating certain things. When you become more conscious of stuff, you start having to eliminate certain things to then progress and vibrate higher. So while everyone in 2020 was kind of all panicking and in a low vibration, I was in a higher vibration, so I wasn't getting affected by anything that was around me. So which was interesting, because while everyone was, oh, the world's this and things were going on, I was elevated. So people were all worried, anxious, scared and stuff, and I was actually cool. But then, when was it? I think it was 2021, where I don't know, something, I don't know if it was just the energy or whatever, but yeah, or I had to do some more inner work. Oh yeah, I was doing more inner work. It was a dark night of the soul, and another ego death, should I say, in 2021. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But from experiencing like the higher realms and higher vibrations, then to dropping back down to like the 3D realm and shit, it's a lot at times, man. It's a lot at times. So it's just learning to be compassionate and kind to yourself, because energy fluctuates. It goes up and down. That's how the journey is. You have ups and downs. But yeah, if you're, should I say, sensitive to energy, and like I was saying, if you're a light worker already, you already come from the higher realms. So you already know lighter energy. So when you tap into that lighter energy and then have to kind of drop that energy down, or I don't know, you may get triggered, a life experience or certain lessons that you're currently going through may drop your energy down again, and then it kind of makes you realize, and you, well, for me, I go within and start questioning everything. So yeah, it's very the 3D matrix is it's a lot. It's a lot at times, but one way you can disconnect from it is trying to, definitely getting out in nature is one, and practicing the art of non-attachment does help as well, and to not be judgmental, should I say, because people are only operating on their levels of consciousness, and their past experiences. So try not to take anything personal in the 3D realm, or things personal in general, man, because everyone is going through shit and everyone has been through shit, yeah. So yeah, be mindful of that. And what else was there? Yeah, I don't know. Something's happening on the energy level currently in the Matrix, because yeah, I don't know. Like, we had the Queen passing away, stuff. Yeah, I don't know. The energy just feels mad right now. Trying to stay grounded um, is very difficult at the moment. Yeah, I'm struggling to stay grounded at the moment. I'm trying to do a lot of work on my lower three chakras as well, because yeah, I've just been guided to do the inner work and work on my lower three chakras, because, as I keep saying, being a healer or an empath or a light worker, our lower chakras are our weakest chakras. So we need to do a lot of work on them. So like security, um, regulating our emotions, because we're highly sensitive, and like confidence, willpower, and self-esteem and stuff. So yeah, I've been called to do some work, a lot of work on the lower three chakras, because being an empath, like being conscious, and the healer and stuff, our higher chakras are already open. So yeah, we draw in a lot of, we can get ungrounded very easily. But yeah, I don't know. We seem to be in a, don't know. It feels like a transition period. It feels like a stagnant period. I don't know. All I can envision is, it's like we're waiting. We're at an elevator, and we're waiting for the elevator to come down, to then enter the elevator, to then proceed to the next level, if that makes sense. I don't know. It just feels weird. And yeah, man, the Matrix in general is just crazy, man. Like, even certain life lessons that present themselves, and having to, you're already trying to heal previous stuff, and then having to process and work through other life lessons that present themselves on their journey. Like, everyone has stuff going on and lessons that present themselves on the journey, and the the lessons most of the time come up when you are not ready for them. So, and sometimes it's to help level you up, and just yeah, but sometimes you may not be fucking ready for it or whatever. But yeah, it's just what's the word, man? I don't know, man. The Matrix, like, the veil is getting very thin as well. This is something I've noticed as well. The veil to the other realms is getting very thin. Like, of recently, I've been dreaming, and most of the time I don't really dream, and because the veil's getting so thin, this is just in general. Like, you can if you're sensitive to energy, you'll be more. It'll be easier for you to tap into energies. So you may be able to read people and situations more easily than before, and your intuition may be heightened as well. So I guess more of our superpowers are getting turned online, and sometimes it's learning to process them as well. Like, even like I was saying, man, where like emotions are hard to process, like in the physical body. Like I was saying, I'm from higher realms, higher dimensions, so learning to deal with certain low vibrational emotions, they can be difficult to process as well, because they're low vibrational. And like I was saying, when you're from the higher realms, we don't have to feel them difficult emotions, should I say, or them low vibrational emotions. But not to say they're good or bad, because it's just a feeling and they will pass. So yeah, one thing you may be noticing is that makes sense. So what may be currently happening is we're seeing a greater split between the dimensions, the fifth and third, and then there will be some of you entering the fourth for cleansing, healing, and releasing. So maybe this is the stagnant period that we're going through. Like, because from what I know is the ascension comes in waves. So you have a first wave that will wake up and then help raise their vibration to help the next wave wake up. So I think that's what may be happening, is we're waiting for another wave to awaken, to become more conscious, because no one is getting left behind. Apart from, well, not left behind, but if you're choosing to awaken, that's fine, but some people would choose to stay unconscious, and I'm not sure what they're going to start to find it very difficult to function in the 3D realm, because the 3D realm is imploding and it's going to cease to exist. So if the energy is rising and you're choosing to keep your vibration low, you're going to somewhat go down with the matrix, should I say, in a way. That's what the only thing that I can kind of think of, but that's a choice at the end of the day. And healing is hard, man. I'm not gonna lie, it is fucking hard. And sometimes we get swayed off our journey, then we get back on our journey. Sometimes we get disheartened on our journey. Sometimes we be feeling that you put so much work in and you ain't got much to show for it. And then other times you be in a high vibration and everything's going smooth. Yeah, it's just ups and downs, man, and it's just about riding the wave, man. But yeah, that was just a little crazy matrix talk. Come to mind. I thought I'd just share with you guys what's on my mind anyway. But if you like the video, you guys already know what to do, and I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon with another video. Peace, love, and that, tribe.